The summer's on, and I've been living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. Been waiting all year to be here, to ride the wave of the water frontier. The ocean's warm and the tunes are chill. We'll stand here till we get our fill. We're working hard and we're playing hard too. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Time to go big or go home. And I ain't going home, 'cause summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on, the ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. Everything we've ever wanted's right here. Don't wanna blink just to fight the fear that our time will pass way too fast. And I'll be dreaming of the beach another year. We're gonna have the time of our lives. Days and nights with the sun in our eyes. And a wild tide under bluest skies, tearing up the shoreline. 'Cause summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on, the ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. We're gonna ride The summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. The summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on, the ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day.
Let's do it.
Let's
Let's
do it.
Sorry, I'm very stoned.
Let's do it. No, I fucking.
Let's do it.
That game was so dumb, and I loved every second playing it.
I will not play it because I found out that they utilized AI for some bits of voice acting and for some background artwork, and I'm not about that. Fuck Justin Roiland.
I didn't even know that, but like I played it for free, so I really didn't care.
No, that's totally fair.
Like it's
just a personal thing. I don't think that anybody else should be adherent to my crusades, but it is my crusade, damn it.
You can die on that hill, my friend. I will support your endeavors.
I probably eventually will die on that hill.
To each his own. Why do I have multiple tabs open? Anyways, so yeah, welcome back to. Oh wait, hold on a second. I should probably remove that.
Oh no, I have you unmuted.
Hold on a sec. Well, I need to edit something on Twitch anyways, because I forgot to turn off my ads for Sunday.
Oh, whoop.
So guess who gets to do that real fast? Let's see here. Where is it under again?
I always get distracted looking at all the D&D artwork on D&D Beyond, and I forget to go to my character sheet. I have to stop doing that.
What an absolute mood. Like, what an absolute mood. Like, that is a thing that
Just
happens.
get
Where,
lost.
like, I'm just like, man, there's a lot of good shit. Oh, shit, right. I gotta do this thing. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
get
how I
so
got distracted
distracted
into
looking at the art.
reading one D&D playtest.
Yeah, you just get sucked into it, and then you're like, wait, where am I?
yeah, right.
I've not been keeping up with one D&D playtest on my own. I have not been like reading all of them and giving feedback.
Dude, where is the thing to turn off ad?
It should be.
Earnings?
I actually went through that yesterday.
I don't remember where it is.
It should be under. I'm trying to look right now.
Sorry, we're holding it right now. I want to.
It should be under affiliate.
Thank you, under affiliate. Yeah, sorry everybody. I'm just I am currently trying to turn off our ads on the channel so that way we can just go right into the stream. There it is. And just turn that off for the time being. Oi, thank you. Okay, so that should be turned off right now. All right, we'll see how it goes in about 30 minutes, something like that. Anyways, thank you for joining us once again for our much delayed episode 29 of Sand and Shadow, our D&D podcast, where using the theater of the mind, we delve into the wonderful desert kingdom of Abu Kanasta and its wonderfully shadowy businesses.
Are we back home?
Yes, we are. You guys are back on the material plane. You guys have been back for 2 days now.
Right.
And in those 2 days, you somehow managed to...
Right.
Oh, no. You're not back on
I now
Plasmatan.
remember. We're not back home.
You're not back
we're
on
still...
City.
Okay, I remember what we're doing.
Yeah, no, you guys are still at Thieves Respite. You narrowly avoided exploding 2 characters due to a venom, and Kat, I love you, but please, for the love of God, stop smacking your whole body into my legs.
Corb almost completely ruined all of Violet's intrigue.
Yeah. No, that was interesting though. I think that was really interesting where Violet was doing a lot of this investigative nature of like, oh, I've uncovered that the Cult of Gollion is here and that there's something going on with the mountains to the east. And then Scorb is like, kick down the door, see what happens. I'm looking for trouble and I'm about to get a payday. Like, you were the epitome of what a Munchkin character would be. like, so what do? Do you kick down the door? Like, you bet, kicking down the door. What do I find? Trouble.
I'm almost offended at being called a munchkin.
I know.
Almost.
But no, I thought that was really funny. But like, yeah, that altercation with the Cult of Gollion in the tavern, and you guys didn't get any real information out of them. They were more like just pontificating their what's it called? their Otis operandi, and but yeah, so you guys with the help of some assistance from a still unnamed elven doctor that came alongside with Adna, the assistant of Khasaar, you guys were able to essentially create a suppressant to the exploding corpse venom that all the people were injected with, including members of the party Amber, Roxwater, and Violet. So you guys no longer are under the poisoned condition, but you guys still have like traces of this venom coursing through your bodies. And then the doctor did say that he will not stop until he's able to come up with a cure for this venom, so that way everybody doesn't have to worry about suddenly exploding in the middle of town. But for now, you guys have suppressants. You guys have a suppressant inside of your system that allows you to, at least for the most part, carry on as normal. The next day, and then during that same day, you guys encountered your old companion, Serena Silt, who was possessed by the Blade
Uh-oh.
of Gollion.
Uh-oh.
Did I cut?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Fun. Love my life.
You're back now, hopefully consistent.
Let's see how my Discord is handling me right now. Hey Discord, can you not? Try that. Try that on Resize. All right, cool. We're good.
Yeah, it's a brand new concept called not.
Have you tried not? Anyways, yeah. So, where did I cut off?
We accidentally encountered Serena.
Okay, cool. So, you guys encountered Serena Silt, who was possessed by the Blade of Gollion up on the rooftop. There was an altercation that occurred, and a roof exploded thanks to a hugging fireball. It became WWE for like 2 turns as both Millennia and Serena, who were both played by the same character or by the same person,
Yeah.
gets mollywopped through a window, and then you guys proceeded to separate her from the blade, in order to try to suppress the control that the blade had on her. Upon closer examination, you found that Serena's core has been removed, and that she's effectively a walking corpse that has been living due to the connection with the blade. Your quest now, as far as you understand it, is to, through your investigation of figuring out what the Cult of Gollion is doing in relation to this slave trade that they have going on through Thieves Respite to the mountains to the east, you are going out to locate Serena's core in order to bring her back to full life, while maintaining the separation between the Blade of Gollion and her before she succumbs to potentially even greater dangers. And that is where I recall where we left off.
I believe we were leaving off with a plan to confront the slavers and infiltrate them, and
Yes.
Yes. If I recall correctly, Violet, you had already planned ahead, saying that you had told the person who was holding the slaves that
Yes.
that the plan is now today, like today being tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah. Now today, the plan is today,
Today.
and he will meet Millennial there.
Ain't nobody
get
gonna
tired
get
of
that name right.
I know it's great.
Ain't
I love it.
nobody gonna let that name get right. It's
Meliana,
Melly.
Melody,
Millennia.
marijuana.
Wait, that was the correct one.
I think at some point somebody did say Meliodas, and I got real concerned. I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay. What are we doing right now?
Well, after you had set aside
All right.
the-
Swarp and Lumi Visper tried to buy potions.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, you guys tried to buy potions from one herald.
Really shady
and-
guy.
Yeah, from
Potion seller.
from a herald, and he was totally gaslit into taking the potions back.
He wasn't gaslit. I returned them.
Smile.
What was that?
I returned them. Smile emoji.
Smile emoji. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
He wasn't gaslit. I explicitly looked at him and said, I don't want to give you this thing that I bought back, but I don't want these things. I will give them back. Please give my money back. And that was the extent of that.
You still got to keep the punch card though.
I did.
So at least you have his punch card. And you learned how potions work, more or less, from that excursion.
Yep.
Yep.
So, with that in mind, was there anything else you guys would like to do before you head out to meet your, I guess, your contact, your point of contact? It's the best way to
I
put
guess
it.
that's the word for it.
I don't have anything in mind besides getting into position, or so we're following him to find out the place of contact. Right? Because we don't actually know that.
Yes. Yeah, he said that he is setting up a he said you have to figure out where the point of contact is, because he said he'll meet you at the usual spot, which you didn't know where it was.
Yeah. I think I could have planned this a little bit better by just saying, once you get there, a mutual contact will arrive, and then describe millennia.
Yeah, and then you did explain what millennia looked like, but fuck it, we're
Yeah.
doing it live, so now you gotta.
Whoops.
Woof.
Okay. So currently, me and Millennia are following behind
Yes.
as he moves, and we are going to contact Squarb, Visper, and Ember to come with us
Yeah. Okay.
soon. Well, once we get there, to arrive once we get there.
Right. Now I'm gonna ask, because you are technically tailing him, are you trying to be stealthy about it?
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
no.
I will give you guys a +2 to your stealth checks because you guys are in a crowd.
Okay.
So he's not really paying attention. So you guys can roll stealth.
Okay.
25.
I got an 8.
Awesome.
Best.
I have a question.
I may be able to provide an answer.
I
Are
also
we
got an
rolling
8.
with advantage or no?
It's just me and Millennia.
Oh,
I
sorry.
misheard. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I heard group stealth check and immediately was just like, what?
Same.
What? No. Okay. Yeah. So Violet, again, you're used to traipsing through crowded streets, doing odd jobs for your patron, and kind of just like passing through people without going noticed. It's very second nature to you. Millennia, you have ran into at least 3 people on the same course.
Yep.
now, mind you, you're not like hard body shoulder checking these dudes, but you have to pause every once in a while and be like, sorry, and then like continue on your path. But yeah, no, like you guys still remain pretty inconspicuous as you guys continue to follow him. He makes his way to the east end of town, where there seems to be a large stable that seems to have a couple of wagons set up, as well as what looks to be a couple of sunstriders, which, as you guys recall, sunstriders are these giant like the frilled lizards that you guys use to travel through the deserts at high speeds, and then they also have a couple of riding scarabs attached to them as well.
Cool.
Uh, uh, do I approach? Is that the plan,
Yes.
Violet? Okay.
Yes. You're posing as a mercenary for the Gollion. I've told them that you are, so they should just trust you. Hopefully, we'll see.
Hopefully. Okay. I will
I'll
approach.
in the meantime, I'll be getting the others to.
Okay,
know
so
where-
so you basically just turn around, plop on the earring, and just tell everybody where to meet
Yeah.
you. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, Millennia, how you want to do this?
Oh God. I think just as confidently as I can, just straight up, like I know I'm supposed to be there.
Okay. So you stride on up, and you see this like rather large human, broad shoulders, arms as thick as logs, and he seems to be loading up what looks to be like a veiled cage into one of the
Okay.
wagons, and then as he looks over, he goes, "You you the merc I'm supposed to be waiting for?"
Yep, that's me. I wasn't really told much else, but I'm here for a job.
Good, good. Then you can help me with this. You're early. But if you look like you could lift. Do you lift?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Flexes a bit.
Nice.
Best.
All right. All right, cool. So we've still got like a few cages we gotta pull up in here, and then should be good. It should like with you involved, it should take maybe like 10-20 minutes best.
All right, sounds good. Let's get to it.
Cool. So what is your strength score again, Millennia?
18.
I'm not even gonna ask you to roll. You have the modifier I was looking for. So yeah, you easily help him lift a couple of these large veiled cages. You don't hear any noise inside of them, but you do, outside of like the sound of like chains like jostling in and around, but you just help him like load up a few of them. You get to eventually one of these like really long cages. It looks like it's supposed to contain like a large beast, something similar to maybe like a tiger's cage almost.
Okay.
And then he's just like, all right, so this one we're gonna actually have to team lift this one. So knees bent, no back, don't use your back. And he's just like,
Yep.
he grabs a set of the bars, and then he just like lifts it up with you, and he goes, "This one's gonna go into the middle cart." And so, collectively, you guys kind of begin to like penguin waddle your way over, like if you're moving a couch, almost. It's like you guys are moving a couch, and then he's just like, all right, okay, this is always so hard to do. All right, so if I go in, do you want to go in first? Do you want me to go in first?
Okay. At this time, I think Scorb, Visper, Ember would all have arrived here.
Yeah, they would have
Violet,
reasonably
right?
arrived at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Scorb, Visper, I'm gonna have you two. They're like in an alleyway, right?
They're just outside of the city limits, so it's sort of like a connection, of the stables. So like inside the city wall or inside the Thieves Respite's walls, there is a stable,
Mhm.
and then outside is a connecting stable where they kind of like bring the cart around, and then so they're just in that
Right.
like weird U-shaped connector.
Right. Okay. Okay. So Scorb and Visper, you two are going to be near the entrance of this to make sure he can't get out.
Mhm.
Ember, come with me. We're gonna ambush him. So the two
Okie
of
dokie.
us, can we get like on top of the wall somehow? I'm imagining this as sort of like Gerudo Village.
It's
Breath of the
very
Wild.
it's very much Gerudo
Yeah.
Village wall. Like the wall itself is just like it's like a
Yeah, they have like two sort of low walls, and there's like an area in between them.
Yeah, exactly.
Goes
It's
out.
very
Right,
much
okay.
like that. Where like they have like the stable area, and then like there's a section outside of the wall where there's another stable area that's used to like bring the animals and the carts inside that connects out to it. But yeah, so yeah, they have like a single like flat, or there's like a single wall, and then there's a couple of buildings around it that you could probably climb up on. But yeah, there's it's a little thin, the foothold of the wall itself that leads out, like the exterior wall of Thieves Respite. It's a little thin, but you could reasonably stand on it, but you'll be noticed if that helps.
Well, will I be noticed by him?
If he looks up, yes, because there's not like a walkway for you to be on.
Right.
It's literally just a very like it's like a 2 foot thick wall.
Okay. So instructions to Millennia: make sure he doesn't look up for like 20 seconds.
I'll do my best.
Right.
Question mark in the middle of a team lift.
Yeah. Like, you know, like, I, and then once we're up there, I'm also going to give the instruction to Millennia: cover your mouth, close your eyes, don't breathe. I'm going to drop a blindness poison bomb on him.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So everybody's kind of in position. So you guys, so if I'm understanding this correctly, Squarb and Violet are blocking one of the entrances, correct?
Yeah, Scorb and Vesper are blocking one of the entrances.
Okay.
Violet and Ember are up on top of the wall, and then Millennia is right next to him.
Okay, cool. I understand. So, as we're gonna just like this is all real time right now. So we're going back to where they're doing the team. So, do you want to go in first or should I?
I'll follow your lead.
All right, cool. Then this is gonna be a little tricky. So he's gonna like power lift over his head and like have it sort of like Atlas's shoulders, where it's just over on his shoulders, and he's just gonna like lift the cage over, and then he's going to try to like bring it up into the cart. So it's at an angle right now. It's at about a 35-degree angle right now.
Right.
As he slides it in, and he goes, "All right, go ahead and give it a push." So he's like trying to drag it in, you look over and you see your fellows just like all around you as you're just like pushing the cage in.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna push it extremely hard,
okay,
and then I'm gonna follow Violet's instructions to cover my mouth and
all right,
everything.
that's going to be a strength check.
Yep. Athletics or just strength?
I'm gonna treat it as just a flat strength check because all you're doing is pushing.
Okay. It's a 14. So I tried to do it hard, but
Yeah,
it's just normal.
So you're just like, oh, and then suddenly all this weight seems to slightly shift to your side, and you're like, oh, okay, just a little bit more, and then so you're exerting just enough force to counterbalance yourself.
Okay.
So it's not as hard as you wanted, but it's certainly getting at least the cage into the cart. And then as soon as you hear a and it just sort of like latches in place, and you hear the grinding of wood and metal just kind of like go across. He's like, "All right, we're in." And then he hops down. "All right, that was the last one. Good work." And then suddenly smoke bomb just
Just dive and cover mouth and close eyes.
You just like Batman like flipping his cloak over. You just like take your clothes and you just put it over your mouth and then just. Can you please give me the DC for your poison bomb, Vine?
16.
Oh boy.
Con.
16 con?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm assuming, since I gave Millennia a warning for this. Millennia gets advantage on this. Or is able to just be outside of the zone entirely. Hello?
He sounds so far away.
Hold on, I'm grabbing my dice.
Oh,
Ah,
okay. Jeez, DM, you're supposed to be prepared.
I just got home from work. Don't give me that.
I'll forgo that advantage now.
You should be glad I have my campaign notes prepared at all. Dice tray. Well, no dice tray today. Guess I'm gonna have to pray I don't lose my dice. You said it was 16?
Yes, 16.
Okay.
So would I do that with advantage or?
What is your? Yeah, you get. Yeah, I'll give you advantage on it.
Okay.
Why am I only pulling d12s? What the hell? There it is. Oh.
Oh, I saved 26.
Yeah.
Easy.
He does.
The other one was in that one.
Yeah, he, however, does not. So.
Oh.
Okay, awesome. So, here's the effects of this bomb. 10-foot radius, 2d8 poison damage. All creatures in the cloud must make a DC 16 con save. On a failed save, creatures become poisoned and blinded.
Okay.
So, Millennia is neither poisoned nor blinded. Still will take half of 2d8, though, I think.
Yeah, if it's poison damage, I have resistance, so.
So he'll take 10 damage, you'll take 5 halved again, right?
Okay.
So 5 halved to 2.
Yes.
Take 2 poison damage. Awesome.
So he's so he begins to hack.
And I
and
don't
wheeze.
think this one does not linger, so it
Yeah. So but immediately he'll just be like, who's there?
all right, get him.
Why can't I see anything?
I'm gonna charge him and just reversing the blade to do non-lethal, and I'll start attacking.
I mean, rolling with advantage, he's blind.
Woo! First attack. Nat 20.
What's the maximum damage that your weapon can deal again?
16 is the max.
How do you want to knock him out?
Just like back of the head, just no nonsense. Just
Okay, cool. I don't think you guys understand. He's still a commoner, no matter how you slice and dice it. He just has an inordinately large strength score.
okay. Yeah, like after the shit that we've been through, though, like it's like.
I'll jump down and I'll say, "Oh, I expected much more of a fight."
So did I.
You just hear a loud thud as he goes.
Well,
Uncovers the cages.
You find that so which cages do you open? So there are 5 carts. Which cart do you go to first?
I don't know if it matters.
It does, because some of the cages are larger than the others. So like you would know. So you would know cart 3, the middle cart, is the one that Millennia helped him lift this very large cage into. But you weren't there for the other carts, so you won't know what other size cages are in them.
I'll go for like the second cart.
Okay. Okay, so it looks like these are a bunch of small cages. Like, so they look like they can hold like anywhere from like a dog to about as big as maybe a like a black bear, which is like the smallest bear. So yeah, so those are the size of the cages. And they seem to, and they're just stacked on top of each other. So you've got like 4 small cages.
oh, you're cutting out again.
Of course I am. so you have like 4 small cages. You have like 2 like medium large-ish cages. And then you have and you've got like a cage, you've got like a medium-sized cage that's got like 2 small cages stacked on top of them.
All right. Is there anyone inside these cages?
As you pull the tarps out from off of them, the cages in cart 2 are all empty.
I'll take off the one for my cage, the third one, the big
Okay.
one.
As you remove the tarp from cart 3 with that large cage, you do see there is a swath of children inside of this cage that are all shackled together, but they don't seem to acknowledge you.
Mm,
But now you understand the weird shifting weight.
yep.
What about all the other carts?
Okay.
Are there more people in them?
As far as you were pulling everything out, it seems that cart 1 seems to have just been a cart full of supplies, so like food, clothes, fabrics, things of that nature.
Mhm.
Cart 4 is another empty cart, full of empty crates and cages, and then cart 5, you find that is also another cart full of supplies, various things, mostly weapons and armor.
Okay. Violet, is this everyone, or were there more?
I think there should have been more.
You do note, Violet, from your memory, you do note that a lot of them were just genasi kids, and the entire cart number 3 is full of genasi kids. But it seems that, but if you want, you can roll a history check to see if you might have miscounted.
Grade 11.
A straight 11. From your memory, this seems to be the right amount of kids, though one of them in particular is missing from that you don't see in this cage. It's that Air Genasi kid that you recognized from Blasvitan, who you saw in here.
Yeah,
In
you're
the
cutting
basement.
out again.
Yeah.
I am
like a lot.
Hold
You
on.
need
a
to
second.
just
Let me
restart Discord.
Yeah, I'm just gonna restart Discord. Hold on a second.
All right.
Yeah, true.
All right, we're gonna just double check my settings here real fast, make sure everything's good. Set this up. Okay. Because according to my Discord, everything seems to be all good. So maybe my cable's at fault, which would suck. Hold on a second. Well, we are going to hopefully let this slide. Hopefully this works out. So we will see how it goes from there. But all right, so
you were talking about the one missing one.
yeah, so there's that one Air Genasi kid that you remember seeing in Blasvitan that you found in the cells with all the other kids. That one is the one that's missing from this cage.
Does his body have like a ring of keys on it?
No, he doesn't seem to have any keys on him.
Is there just a lock?
There is a lock. Like there's like a padlock with a latch that keeps the cage locked in place. Yeah.
Cool. I pull out my crowbar. Finally get to use this thing.
Okay. I know how crowbars work. You apply enough torque, something will give. Okay, cool. So, I mean, for the sake of, explain how you're using the crowbar.
Wedge it like to a point to where the lock doesn't move,
Okay.
and then I just push as hard as I
You just
can.
apply enough torque to wrench the lock pad off. Okay. Strength check.
Yep. 22.
Yeah. this, this thing's like a master lock. You just and then
This is the lockpicking lawyer, and I am here once again to show you just how terrible master locks are.
exactly. So yeah, so just easily just you just hear the sound of metal just snapping as the lock pad drops down. You unlatch the cage door, and just this loud creaking noise just unleashes as you open the cage door.
Are the kids making any move to leave?
They seem docile.
Mm, that doesn't seem right. I do. Would it be insight? Just to see what's going on?
What are you trying to infer? I guess.
Uh, just like if there's any like effect on them going on, or like if something's been done to them.
Okay. Yeah, I could justify rolling an insight for that. Yeah, just to like determine if there's like something going on with them. I would also say it uh if there's something else you wish to investigate further, you may need to do a different check. But for now, an insight should suffice.
Okay. 23.
As you are examining each of the kids, their eyes are glazed over, and when you try to like do what everybody seems to do for some god awful reason, which is wave your hand through in front of their face to see if there's any sort of reaction, you notice that they do not move whatsoever. Um, uh, they it appears that they seem to be in some sort of like almost like a trance, I guess is the best way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we have Khasaar on call?
Yeah, you do. Your earrings do connect to Khasaar.
Awesome. Khasaar, is your Dr. Elf friend available to look at some kids we found?
You immediately hear back. He is currently still concocting solutions to your exploding body problem.
Right. Um, see if we can't bring them. Oh, we'll see if we can't bring them over the uh to the tavern for a safe place for now.
Okay.
I'm also gonna call Scorb over and Scorb, do you have any manacles? We got kind of a person we need arrested.
Let me double check. I'm gonna double check my bag and make sure that I have at least one unbroken pair of manacles.
That is fair. Yeah, I did break the last one.
Yeah. Looks like I carried. Where are they?
Check backpack.
Okay, I had 2 sets of manacles. Okay.
Oh, awesome.
Cool. So yeah, I know I do actually happen to have a set that I can use to help here.
Perfect.
Awesome. Are you shackling up the guy you knocked out?
Yes.
Okay, just thought I'd make sure we're understanding where everything's coming in.
Okay. I'm going to disguise self as a human.
Okay.
And I'm going to directly ask the genasi, can any of you walk?
You get no response.
If I like try to help one of them to their feet, like grab their arm and try to pull them up, does that anything?
When you grab one of the kids and you kind of like pull them up to their feet, they just remain motionless. They're still in that weird like trance-like state, but they do seem capable of at least standing on their own.
Could be that we can just move them and they'll just follow whatever.
They are also all chain linked together.
It's gonna look really bad.
It's gonna look awful.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in a town full of thieves, and we can be like, no, we're actually helping. But
Thieves have morals. Like,
I don't think that's going to work out well for us.
even
You know what we
scoundrels
could
have
do?
morals.
You know what we could do, actually? I'm gonna close the cage door.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put the blanket back over it, and we're gonna bring the cart back to the tavern.
All right. That's reasonable.
Yeah, that's a way to move them.
Yeah, I mean, you could still technically move them. They're hidden, and the cart's got a tarp of its own. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What are you gonna do with the guy you handcuffed?
I'm gonna haul him over my shoulders. I'm gonna like fireman carry him.
Got you.
Okay, we're back at the tavern.
This is the weirdest reverse heist ever.
I'm for it though.
I'm all here for
Khasaar,
it.
we have the kids. Most of them. This is the cargo that the Cult of Gollion was trying to move.
Khasaar sees. How did you get them through the city streets?
A cart?
Yeah, we already loaded it up. I mean, they're still kind of in the cage, though.
Yeah, they're in a trance, it seems.
You left
Not
them
responding.
outside in a cage.
Well, it's covered and like we just stepped inside, and I'm sure Visper's big fuck off shark is making sure no one is gonna take them.
Khasaar is just trying to comprehend what is going on here.
It's a lot.
So in the span of 8 hours, you located where the slaves were.
That was yesterday, or 2 days ago.
Okay. Let Khasaar restart. You found where the slaves were. You then proceed to knock out the man who is moving the slaves. Bring him back here to a dilapidated tavern with a cage full of children hidden under a tarp in the middle of the city. And you left them outside.
With Visper's fuck off shark.
Right, we cannot forget the land shark that Whisper brought the other day. Let us not forget Bobbity the Bullet, yes. Where are you going to store that one?
That's been my question, but for now, it's really good at making sure our cage of children is not looked at. So, you know.
Khasaar sits down and begins to rub his reptilian temple.
Reptilian Temple, new band name I call it.
Khasaar needs a
I think that was in game.
Khasaar needs a drink.
Is there
I
any
mean, there's
left?
no more tavern owner, so
Khasaar reasonably goes back behind the bar, picks up whatever bottle he can find, and brings it out.
Yep.
Or Ember can just hand you whatever in her bag today.
Or Ember can roll and figure out whatever's in her little barrel today.
What do I roll?
I don't remember. It's been a while since it came up in conversation. Oh, wait a minute. I made something for this. I literally made an item for this for you because I thought like this will come up eventually. Okay, so let me see
You just-
here.
Have to remember what the item is called.
No, it's an alphabetical order, so I know exactly where it is.
Oh, nice.
So Ember, please, in your inventory, can you look up the Alchemist's Brew Barrel
Got it.
and then add that to your inventory?
Got it.
Cool. Go ahead and read that out.
Hold on.
It's a
Thingy
lot.
being weird and slow.
Yeah, no, it's also a lot. So but effectively roll a d10.
Alchemist brew bottle.
Barrel.
Barrel.
I was inspired by the
I thought it-
what's it called? I was inspired by a fighting style from Monster Hunter where the hunter just has a barrel that they get into an animation sequence where they shake this barrel and this barrel produces all sorts of crazy effects depending on how long you shake it.
Nice.
I think that was from Monster Hunter. It's been so long. I want to say it's Monster Hunter Try, but I feel like I'm wrong. Like I feel like I'm objectively wrong on that notion.
The only one it's giving me is Alchemist Barrel of Fire.
Oh, do you have?
Do you have your homebrew turned on?
Oh, that might be why.
That'll fix it.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a homebrew item, so that'll probably be it.
La la la. Fix it.
Cool. So you should see it now. Hopefully.
I found it.
Wonderful. Do you feel bonita?
Oh wow, this is a lot.
Yeah, this is a lot. So
This handheld barrel is alchemically enchanted similarly to an alchemy jug, with the exception that it can only produce a random alchemical brew when commanded to craft or to brew. Please be warned that side effects may occur as a result of consuming experimental alchemical concoctions created by the alchemist's brew barrel.
sorry, I have to make sure everybody understands the consequences of their actions.
Yeah. You don't want to get sued.
Right.
You're not liable.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
All right, so I'm going to tell it to brew something then.
Yep. All right. Cool. So roll a d10.
That's a 7.
A 7 brews a tincture of toughness.
Oh my.
That one's good.
That one is good. So you pull out this little hand barrel that's sort of like it's like no bigger than maybe your arm at most, right? And then you enter your bartender mode and you just start shaking it like you're making a mixed drink. Smile lights up the room, and then you just right on the table.
No, I cannot say the same. Sorry, I'm muttering to myself.
Yeah. And then so
My
yeah,
smile does light up a room.
It really does.
it's infectious.
Anyway.
All right, so with this tincture of toughness, you have four. You have enough to serve up to 4 people with this brew, and the brew lasts for 8 hours. So effectively, until you take
Who,
another long rest, you can.
so, so who here needs some magical steroids?
What does it do?
It heals for 1d10 plus 4 hit points. You gain
Oh,
1d10 temporary hit points, and you also gain a +2 to your armor class.
fancy.
I'll take one.
I'll take a swig of that. Oh, question. I forgot to ask this beforehand. Ember, are you proficient with brewer's supplies or alchemist supplies?
Brewer's supplies, quite sufficient.
Wonderful. As part of the as part of the thing on the alchemist's brew barrel, if you are proficient in either of these 2 tools, you can roll on the table twice, and you can choose from either of the results. Would you like to roll a second time to see if you get a different one?
No. Okay.
Okay.
I will hold off depending on what happens.
So another D10 then?
Roll another d10. Yes.
It's a 7.
All right. Tincture of toughness it is. You have any idea how hard it was to name all 10 of these damn drinks?
You did a good job.
I really tried. I had to look up different drinks to get it.
Cocktails for days.
Yeah, so you have 4 you have 4 drinks out of that barrel of yours that you can hand out, and it only affects a person once.
Who
So
wants some?
so it's not like somebody can just chug 2 tinctures of toughness and suddenly they heal for, 2d10 plus 4.
Right. I mean, I'll take one.
All right, so
I don't think I need one.
Squad
I
wouldn't
get-
mind one if there's a spare.
well, if Melania is taking one, there's 3 more drinks you can take from this. This brew
Yeah,
lasts
so
for,
Squad gets one.
yeah, so then there's 2. This brew lasts for 24 hours. The effects last for 8 hours. It's basically the equivalent. It lasts for as long as a mage armor lasts.
Gotcha.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll hold off for now. I don't need the health or the temp HP. Really, the only bonus is the shield for me.
Yeah, it's the +2 to
So.
your armor.
Yeah.
Well, I'll knock one back then, because why not?
All right, so there's one sip left.
For Scorb.
Cool.
Or not Scorb. Scorb already had one. So for Khasaar.
Oh. Khasaar
Yeah, the whole point was to make him a drink.
Khasaar looks at it, and you see like this like bright orange cocktail just pour out of the barrel. And it sort of like bubbles a little bit before a small plume of smoke pops off of it. And then you just hear a ooh come out of the bottle, or come out of the barrel. And he looks at that. He looks at this bottle of what he thinks is wine, and he goes, Khasaar is not one to scoff at hospitality of others. So he will take the last of the tincture of toughness. So go ahead and make sure you guys add those random modifiers I just gave you.
Okay. Heal the HP.
So it was
Roll a
12 temp and,
D10.
or sorry, what was it?
It was 1d10 plus 4 points of healing.
Okay.
You gain a D10 of temporary hit points, and your armor is increased by 2.
Okay. And that's just a miscellaneous bonus?
Yes, it'll be considered a miscellaneous bonus.
Okay.
One temp HP. Let's go.
Woo!
Every hit point counts.
Yeah, listen, the only hit point that matters is the last one, but every hit point counts.
It's true. It's true.
It's absolutely true. Take it from me, a necromancer. It's absolutely true.
That's why Death Ward is so good.
It's absolutely vital.
Hey, Khasaar, look at it this way. We have somebody to question about all this slaving business.
Yes. As he just like gives you a toothy smile of resignation as he takes a swig of the tincture. So are we bringing the children in? Are we
Letting
Yeah,
them rot
let's-
outside?
Yeah, let's bring them in.
We are still in a desert. It is hot outside. Like,
Yeah, let's bring them in.
Especially covered, right? So they're not getting
Yeah.
ventilation.
yeah.
They don't seem to be bothered. They're not moving.
That could mean so many things.
Are they dead?
No, they're not
no,
dead. They're in
they're-
a trance. I already explained. They aren't reactive right now.
Oh, okay. Let's bring them in discreetly. Then we can discuss further plans.
Yes.
And then he looks up. Edna, dear, we're going to need a lot more chairs. And then he makes his way back upstairs.
Khasaar's having a day, man.
Khasaar's having a
We'll
week.
be fine.
Man. Like, he is having a week. In
He
the last
tasked us with finding the slavers, so
in the last 3 days, you guys have done so much without him knowing what's going on.
Have we ever given this guy a break? I don't think we have.
No, you gave him a whole
His-
month.
yeah, his break was us going to the Feywild.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, but he
I
got.
guess that was the closest he was gonna get to a break.
And as soon as we got back, we had him draw what, like 2 portals in one day.
Yeah.
Like two very high intense portals in one day. Yeah,
Awesome.
Portals with portals.
this man has been working overtime since you guys got back. My poor little boy.
We've got to tip him some, right?
Well, I still have information to give him, so
Yeah. All right. So so what would you guys like to do as Khasaar makes his way back upstairs?
I guess.
Bring the
Start
kids
bringing-
inside.
yeah.
Right?
Or we'll help bringing the kids back in.
I'll kind of provide a cover of, like, don't look this way sort of glances at people.
Oh, you mean Bobbit?
Just
Bella
mind your
isn't-
own.
Isn't doing that enough for you?
I'm going to stay next to Bobbit and add.
Just add a level of intimidation. Just
Yes.
what are you looking at?
You know what I propose we do? We get another land shark
Another
we-
one.
and we name it Bobbit. So then we have Bobbit and Bobbit. And then they're like little twinsies.
That sounds amazing.
Oh, no.
So who wants another land shark?
No.
I do not want another
We're
land shark.
not doing another land shark. Mom is speaking up and Mom says no.
But Mom,
I want another land shark.
Nope.
Bobbit's gonna be
Just got the first
lonely.
one.
We just got the first one. We're not getting another.
Mental fortitude is waning.
We don't even know what we're gonna do with the first one yet.
Bobbin is my pet and he is my friend.
Yeah, we're gonna keep Bobbit forever. What do you mean? What we're gonna do with the first one?
Yeah.
He's our Bobbit, and we love him.
Can't just toss Bobbin away. I already have too much
Exactly.
emotional attachment to him.
Can I get a sense of if Bobbit wanted to, he would just eat us without a problem?
God, goodness me. You can either roll that as an insight or an animal handling. I think
I'll
animal
do
handling.
insight.
I feel like animal handling is the most appropriate situation in that instance, but insight's probably better for you.
Yeah. got
I hope he doesn't eat me.
Bro, so as Bobbit is sitting there, he's laid down, right? His
Yeah.
tail, he's like dog laying down in front of this cart in the middle of the street. Everybody is giving you and him a wide berth because they don't want to get eaten by a land shark either.
Right.
But as you look over, do you like talk to Bobbit at all?
Yeah, I'm doing the like just pet owner thing of like you would probably take a bite out of us if we did anything that made you slightly angry at us, wouldn't you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would. Just slowly talking to myself as if I'm talking to the dog.
Yeah, you're just like I am standing next to an apex predator right now.
Yep.
This is my fate. This is just karma waiting to happen. I just know it, and this. Yeah, with a 7, you see Bobbit just like opens its maw and just lets out a mighty yawn before like shifting ever so slightly, going back to sleep.
Okay, good talk.
That's adorable.
Take one
He's
step
just a
away.
precious little baby.
One step closer away from the jaws of death. Just one step further away from the jaws of death.
Jaws, the shark.
So yeah, nobody's going to be looking in your general direction except at Bobbit.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
they're too afraid of getting too close.
Okay.
Even while
He's
it's
harmless.
sleeping. Sure, he's harmless. That's what we said when we
Still need to
started.
train him.
That's what we said when we started caging tigers, and now look at us. They're harmless. Siegfried would like to disagree on me that, but yeah. So you easily like cart the kids from the cage into the tavern. You've got about like 13 kids here. All of just different like genasis.
I guess
Okay.
first thing is we have to figure out how to wake them up.
Yeah. Or at least take the shackles off.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could.
They're not locked on?
But I mean, like they're all tethered together by one large piece of like by chains and manacles.
Yeah.
Like I said, you like I said, yeah, you could like untether them and unlock their manacles.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
sure.
you couldn't
Do that, I think.
Yeah.
like I'm not
It was
saying-
helpful for moving them into the tavern,
Yeah.
and so
You got a
now
little
let's
chain gang
take
here,
it
and you're
off.
telling me you don't want that anymore? Okay, yeah. So I would say it takes like little effort for you guys to unshackle them. These manacles are not really the strongest thing in the world.
They're master lock.
Yeah, they're all master lock. That's
Sorry for like getting rid of possible sponsors on your channel, by the way.
I don't want to be sponsored by Master Lock. I don't want to false advertise to my community.
Yeah. I don't think Master Lock really does sponsorships anyway.
No, they don't.
This video.
I
You
know,
think
like,
magicians get sponsored?
You mean like by like lockpicking companies and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, depends on their craft, but yeah, probably. I mean, I kind of feel like it would be like a disservice to the magician community if like a hobby shop or something didn't sponsor them when they're small. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But like, if you're saying like a magician YouTuber, honestly, if they're prolific enough, they probably get sponsored by like Bulk Soup or something.
Masterclass for the what's the name of those magicians that are on Masterclass?
Oh, God,
Fuck. Like there's the quiet one and the big one.
oh,
Penn
Penn
and
and
Teller?
Teller.
Yeah, Penn and
Penn
Teller.
and Teller, yes. That's what I've seen a magician get sponsored from before, like Penn and Teller's Masterclass.
To be fair, if anybody's gonna sponsor a magician, I'm glad it's Penn and Teller.
Yeah.
Magicians sponsoring magicians is why we're here.
Yeah. So is Gale. All
Hey,
right.
you gonna eat that magic artifact?
No. So
I'm glad
anyways,
there are so many useless magic artifacts for me to give to Gale.
I mean, I sort of just reached a point where I didn't have to feed him anymore. It was really fun.
I mean, you only have to feed him 3 times, I think.
If that, honestly.
Spoilers.
But yeah.
Either way, I got that for Cherry, by the way, and I'm so excited for her to finally play it.
Oh, fun. But,
Exciting.
Yeah. So you guys unshackle the kids, and and they just sort of like stand there, just in this daze.
So yeah, you see what I mean by like trance here? We should have there. We should fix this.
Khasaar realizes this is the pot calling the kettle black, but this is creepy.
What, 13 kids all standing dead silent, just staring? Yeah, no.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of creepy, wouldn't you say?
This is the pot calling the kettle black scenario. This is pretty creepy.
Violet, we're used to your creepy, it's fine.
Yeah.
Same with Khasaar at this point, right?
Khasaar's level of creepy is like entertaining. This is just like Children of the Dunes creepy, you know. This is some like what do you say? This is like some mummy thing.
Are you my mummy?
Yes.
British? No.
Oh goodness.
That's the worst part of that episode is that the kid is British.
It's like, oh no, these genasi are British. We have to get rid of them right away then. Why are they in the desert? No wonder they are dead inside.
Anyway.
They're British.
Anyway, so good news, we got the kids. Bad news, one of them's missing. I went to see the kids yesterday, and there was another one.
Did you
So
go into the building to find him?
yeah, I
Or
disguised myself as a cultist and talked to this guy gesturing at the knocked out man in the corner.
Oh no, I meant like did you go back to the building to see if the child is still in the building?
Not yet. We should go do that.
So you're telling Khasaar you are leaving him with 13 creepy children and a potentially possessed friend.
Yes.
You'll be fine.
So
They're
would you like me
moving.
to stay to help?
Khasaar goes back and grabs that bottle he left behind. Khasaar will be upstairs if you need him. He just leaves the kids on the ground floor.
Yeah, let's go check on the slavers building.
Yeah. Let's leave Bobbit here to guard the door.
We own this tavern now, by the way.
This is our tavern now.
Who's gonna argue with you? You have a fucking land shark. It's the bouncer.
Yeah. At least for now, this is our base of operations, which works out awesome.
Like they don't have like an organized like. It's not like there's a police force and a thieves guild. You know what I mean? It's not like they're just like,
Yeah.
Halt! You violated the law of thieves. Like, no, this is
Halt! You violated the law.
Yeah, they're just like, oh no, oh, it's like, oh great, the tavern blew up. Well, that's one less tavern. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
somebody was messing with explosive, explosive ordnance again.
Smoke powder. Uh-oh.
Yeah, smoke powder charge. Oh, great.
Damn it. Anyway. Let's go back to the original building.
Okay, are
Yeah.
all of you
Did
going?
he lock up? I guess so.
I mean, there's no reason not to.
Feel like somebody should stay here in case Serena gets a wild urge in her to break out again.
A dark urge, if
a
you
dark
will.
urge, if you.
Listen, this is my old character. You can't do this to me.
I just love that Mafia and I said the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're really becoming friends.
Wow.
As you look upon the darkness, dark hunger begins to strike into your mind.
This sounds straight up like Princess Kenny.
You want to eat it, feed upon it, watch it bleed.
I'm gonna stay here and keep an eye on things. You guys can go and deal with the missing kid.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so everyone except Millennia is going back to the
To the little, like,
The little
undisclosed shop.
yeah.
You know, when you told me this plan like weeks in advance, Mafia, I was expecting you guys to like travel with them, not halt them at the gate.
Well, the point is that we're getting the kids,
Fair.
right?
Now we have the
We're getting
person we
their
can
cargo.
question. Yeah, we also have the person to ask, quote unquote, ask, who the supplier is. So.
All
right. Is the door unlocked?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Not exactly a lock to this door.
Let's go down to the basement.
Cool. As you all step into the basement, you get this very cold chill sweep across your body. This place is a lot cooler than it is outside and even inside the building. As you, it's sort of like a freezer, in a sense, where it's like it's just cold enough to be considered a freezer. As you step down, you notice that the cages the cells that you can see are completely empty. And then like you notice that bits of like frost is accumulating in the corners of the room.
So this is significantly colder than it was yesterday when I was here.
Yes, it is significantly colder than it was when you were last here.
Interesting. Weird. Okay. And the air genasi is not here?
If the four of you would like to roll an investigation or a perception check, that would answer the question.
I surely will. I've got a +3 to investigation.
So did I.
And I rolled terribly and get a 9.
Yo, we rolled the same thing. I also got a 9.
Oh, okay. I
Dang.
was super confused. I just saw Violet's 9. I'm like, that's from a while ago. And then it says less than a minute ago, and I'm like, never mind. All right. If Ember and Visser would also like to roll investigation or perception to examine this basement, cellar, frozen wasteland thing.
right, I'll
Nat
roll.
20. Oh.
I got a 10.
Nat 20.
I got
oh.
a 20.
Well, she got a dirty
Nat.
20, but it's still 20.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'll start with Violet, Scorb, and Ember. As you three are investigating around, looking for whatever clues that might relate to where this missing child could be. You don't find anything. You just realize how cold it is. But Visper, with a 20, your perception, you're able to realize that what's intriguing about this room, like this entire like basement area, is that this is being magically chilled. There seems to be something that is emitting a wintry air through this entire basement that's keeping it chilled. And you feel a draft come to you from your right hand side in one of the cells, not cages, cells.
Mm. Mm. I think I'm gonna tell everybody else what's happening.
What's up?
Yeah.
All right. So you all come around to this cage, and Violet, you recognize that this is the cell where you saw this Earth genasi, or not this Earth, this air
Air.
genasi. Yeah. You saw this air genasi. That this was the cell.
Ah. But she's not there anymore?
As far as you can visibly see, yes.
Scorb, can you open this door?
I'll give it a try.
Uh,
Is there anything about the door that I should I want to check out the door and make sure that it's not like super dangerous first? Just get quick and easy, like no traps, right?
yeah. If you want to roll an investigation for me,
Yeah, I'll do that.
just to make sure there's no traps.
That is an 11.
Scorb, as far as you understand how cell doors work, there don't appear to be any enchantments or any perceivable traps.
Works for me.
Yeah,
At that point, I'll go ahead and attempt to open it.
easy enough. Your as your talons wrap around the bar, you just get this cold chill throughout your body. It seems that the bars themselves are slightly frozen over, but with your strength, you easily just creak the door open. It seems that this cage was not locked after the children were moved.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Is there anything special that we need to be looking for in here, Violet?
Can I Arcana check to see if there's anything in here?
You most absolutely can.
Fuck. 9.
You
Uh,
have inspiration.
Yeah, we do have. You guys have your points
Mm.
back.
Yeah, I might as well do an inspiration.
All right.
That's much better. That's a 22.
Wonderful. So, you, as you kind of like looking around, Violet, you're just like, well, based on what Visper understands, like there's a draft here. You can feel the draft specifically in this cell, but you don't see like any obvious like cracks or holes or even a window that might be able to let air in. So you obviously assume that this is magical at this point. And so you begin to investigate like any sort of like traces of magic of any kind. As you sort of sweep through the room, you get this sense that the magic, like this wintry cold magic, is being emanated from within this room, specifically up against the wall.
Can I approach the presence?
Yeah. As you do so, what is your passive perception?
12.
The person with blind sight isn't there.
Weird.
Whoops.
Weird. It's almost like I thought about this. Not No, you're good. Okay. As you make your way to the wall, you stumble as you hear the jostling of chains underneath your feet, but there are no chains.
We don't mean any harm.
Uh, as you say those words, you all feel the chilling air sort of slowly lessen, like it's weaker.
Do you remember me from Blasphatan?
Uh, that's a good question. Uh, you don't hear any words, um, but you, I guess the best way to describe it is that you feel like the air around you is trying to push like actually push around you and not through you, if that's like the best way to explain it. As if there's like a pocket of like air that's just kind of protecting you from the chill.
Okay. Um, can you come out?
You all hear the shifting of chains that are invisible to you, and then a large gust of wind and a flurry of what appears to be snowflakes, or at least frost, blasts all of you as you see this air genasi girl, still tethered to her chains, reveal herself from her invisible state.
I'm gonna go and unchain her.
Okay. Uh, Reasonably enough. How do you do it though?
Is there a lock on there?
Yeah, it appears to be a simple like ball and chain lock.
Okay. Can I just try to like uh wait, I'm gonna tell her hold still, and I'm gonna summon a like a hand hammer
Okay.
for a packed weapon and try to smash the lock.
All right. Cool. You don't have to roll to hit because it's a stationary object. Roll your damage.
Oh, I don't know what a hammer's damage is. It's
Treat it as a club.
1d6.
Yeah. Just
Oh, a 1d4 then. Okay. Plus
is a club a
strength.
D4 really?
Yeah, clubs are d4s. I think so.
That sounds like a dagger.
Clubs are meant to be kind of awful.
They are a D4.
Yeah, 1d4 bludgeoning.
That's depressing. I thought they were D6s.
I deal max damage, 6 damage.
Okay. Easy enough. You shatter the chains that bind her with underneath the weight of your packed weapon.
Okay. Are you okay?
You As she looks up, you notice that there appears to be a stitching around her throat.
Mm,
Oh no.
okay. Nod or shake your head. Do you know how to write?
She shakes her head.
Okay. let's go back to the tavern with her.
Okay.
Come with us. Let's bring you somewhere safe first.
She nods, but she looks really weak. Like the clothes that she wears are a lot baggier than what you remember. Uh, her you can see her cheekbones a little bit, and she just looks like she has been going through the ringer.
We'll get you something to eat.
Uh,
I have some rations for as like a small snack first, I guess.
okay, yeah. She happily takes it if you're offering.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she begins to nibble on what she can, uh, and she does have some energy in her after doing so. Um, and yeah, so you now have the air genasi child with you. What do the rest of you do? What do the three who are with Violet do in this instance? Or like
I'm
while
just
they're
watching
here?
this go down.
Same.
Okay. Um, as you all make your way out of the basement, can I have the four of you roll a perception check for me?
Absolutely. That'll be a 15
12.
from Squarb.
12 from Violet.
14 total for
Okay.
Ember.
15 for me.
Man, you guys went down the list. That's 15, 14, 12, 13. Wow, that's wild. um, okay. As you all make your way to the basement, you begin to hear voices coming from the alleyway to your left behind a closed window. You can't make out what they're saying, but you do know that they are close by.
Like, how close?
Like they're in the alleyway behind the window of this building.
Can I eavesdrop?
You can certainly try, yes.
What would I use to do that? Would
It,
it be perception?
yeah, if you're trying to actively listen, it would be perception.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for perception then.
Okay.
Damn it, I only got an 11.
Um, now I'm going to ask: are you going to prop open the window to try to hear more clearly, or are you just trying to like hear what you can through the window?
Hearing what I can through the window, I didn't think to prop it open first.
Okay, no problem. That's why I asked.
If I wanted to prop it open, would it make a sound?
You wouldn't know until you tried, but if you wanted to do so stealthily, you can roll a stealth check to add to kind of maybe help you out.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, so
I'm really determined to hear the voices.
yeah. Don't tell us that. Yeah, so surprisingly this door or the hinge on the window is well lubricated, so it doesn't produce any squeaking noise whatsoever. But you creak it open just so that way you have a clearer channel to hear everything. And you hear these two gentlemen talking. They sit there and they go and you hear the following conversation. He's yet to return to his post. Yes, and the cargo is yet to move either. There's also a cart missing. What's our next move? Well, we'll have to find the cart first, but it shouldn't be too difficult, unless it left Thieves Respite. And we'll have to tell the higher-ups about the missing cargo as well. Not unless we find it first. Should we check to see if there's any merchandise left below? No, there's nothing left in there. I'm sure of it. He only had the 14 kids, so... We find the cargo, and we continue on with the plan. Very well. Let's move out. And then you hear their feet shuffling out of the alleyway back into the street proper.
Okay, well, I'm going to alert the party of what I just heard.
Okay.
Shit. We've got to get rid of that cart.
Right?
Let's
Any
focus on
proposal?
getting home
Mhm.
first.
Yeah, let's yeah.
Uh,
But what was that about 14
I'm gonna ask
kids?
the girl. Can you go invisible again?
She shakes her head very slowly.
All right. I'm gonna take off my hat and give it to her. And upon taking it off, I become a zombie.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
Yeah, it'll be shocking for her, you know. And
Honestly, she seems
I'm gonna
the least
tell-
phased out of it.
awesome. I'm gonna tell her, think of somebody you've met. That not one of us, though.
Oh, well, that ruins the fun. So she closes her eyes and she thinks for a brief moment. Now, if I remember correctly, disguise self, does it alter the character's height, or does it just assume the facsimile of height?
It can alter their height as long as they don't change their height class or their size class. So if she's a
Gotcha.
small creature, she can be any small creature.
Okay, she's considered a medium creature.
Nice.
So, okay, cool. So she immediately transforms, into this older Air Genasi woman, who has a scarf that drapes over her, that kind of covers her mouth, and it's like twice wrapped over, and she has this long, like cascade of sky blue hair.
That'll work. Let's go home.
Okay.
Home is relative.
Home is relative. Meanwhile, back at the dilapidated tavern.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Exactly. You, Millennia,
Yep.
while this is all happening, what are you doing?
So to start, I help the kids just sit down so they're not just standing and then having sore legs when they come to.
Yeah.
And then I'm just kind of. I have the dude also sat in a chair, and I'm just kind of sitting next to the doorway, kind of out of view, but just sitting next to the doorway, kind of keeping guard.
Okay. I mean, it's easy enough to watch what you can't see.
Yeah.
There's a cart in the way, and then there's Bobbit. So, you know, but you hear you hear a thud coming from the second floor.
I am like immediately up to my feet and rush up.
Okay. As you rush upstairs, you see Khasaar with a worried look, and you see Edna point to the room where you and your party had put Serena.
Actually, if I remember right, we put Serena behind the bar.
Did you?
Yeah, and then we kept the sword in the upstairs room.
Yeah.
You're right. Allow me to reverse that. Apologies. It's been 3 weeks.
You're fine. This is what my mind's for.
This is what notes are for, but and why I record every episode. Okay. So yes. So wherever Serena is at, you hear a thud.
Yes. Okay, I cautiously get up and move like close to the bar.
Okay. You see that she appears to have awakened, and she's thrashing about trying to break free of her bonds. But because you
Her
guys did such an amazing job,
Nat 20.
yeah, she has there is no she is met with great resistance.
Right. Are her eyes still glazed over, that like milky white?
Yes.
Hmm.
But she doesn't appear to be like grunting or anything like that. She appears to just be like thrashing about trying to break free from her bonds.
Good morning. Does she react at all, or?
No, she just continues to thrash about. It seems that it seems that she is like compelled by a singular purpose. It seems like.
And I'm gonna assume that purpose is get the sword. Hmm. Edna, Khasaar, our friend's awake. Not the friend we just brought, but other friend.
Anna looks down. What are you doing?
Kind of just watching her right now. She can't really get out.
Continues to thrash about. A couple bottles fall around her. Well, I mean, stop her. She could hurt herself.
All right. And she'll go try to prop Serena up and just kind of like see if she's like paying attention, really, I guess. Or if like she's just so focused on getting her sword.
As she continues to thrash about, make a quick dexterity saving throw.
Is this an effect I can see?
Yes, but it doesn't really do much in terms of like what you're reducing.
Well, I just get advantage on if I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, nat 20
All right,
for
cool.
22.
As she's thrashing about, you do like narrowly avoid a random whiplash like headbutt. She's not actively aiming at you. She was more like flailing about to try to get the binds off of her.
Right.
So it's almost hysteric.
Okay. Yeah, she's not doing good. I'm gonna. I don't know what to do in this situation. I'm gonna try to send a message to the party members and be like, "Hey, Serena's awake and she's not happy."
Oh, lovely news. Are we currently in the middle of anything that can be because we're still in the place, right?
I would say at this point you guys would just
Traveling
discovered.
back.
Yeah, you got yeah. Well, see, I'm doing this in like real time. You guys at this point at this point you would have received this transmission when you just discovered the Air Genasi girl.
So probably that was focused at Scorb then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will report that to the rest of the people we're with, and we need to get back now.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna knock her out.
Okay. I mean, she's restrained, so you have advantage.
Yep.
So just roll to see if you crit, I guess.
But it's just being an arm strike.
Are you using a weapon or not?
I know she's tough. I'm gonna use the blunt side of my blade.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit.
I mean, you're hitting, so
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm not gonna make you roll for damage. I just wanted to make sure
Okay,
you
that would take so long.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna say like this is more or less to see if you can hit a thrashing opponent. That's mostly
Yeah.
what I'm asking for. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're just like please hold still and just it's like right in the back of the head, and then she slumps back over your shoulder.
All right. I kind of get her away from the bottles and the broken shards of glass now, and
Okay. Yeah, so it takes you guys no more than like 3 minutes to get back here with the Air Genasi girl. Bobbit is still sleeping. The cart is still out front, but you now see Millennia has Serena slung over her shoulder once more.
I took care of the problem for now. How'd you guys? Well, I see you guys for good. I think. Who is that?
Good-ish.
Yeah,
That's
let's
not
head
a kid.
inside.
I'm so happy.
Once we're inside, I'll ask for my hat back.
Yeah, she like meekly gives it back to you, and then immediately her form reverts back to her emaciated state.
Thank you. Have we got access to an extra sending stone, perhaps?
The only people who have the sending earrings are four, because I don't believe Millennia ever got one. Oh no,
No,
wait,
I
yeah, you
did.
did. You did.
Melania got one.
Yeah, yeah. So between the five of you,
Melania just
Khasaar-
used it.
That's right. So it's been a long day. It's been a long week. DM is tired. Dad is tired. Dad needs a drink. um, is besides the five of you, would be Khasaar and Edna.
Well, does someone want to give up their sending stone for a quick experiment?
Sure.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to the Air Genasi
Okay.
because we can speak telepathically with these, right?
Kind of.
Kind of, not really.
Like they still function as sending earrings. You still have to verbally say the words, but
Mm.
instead of like Rocky Talkies where you have to like put it to your mouth, they hang off of your ear. It's sort of like an earpiece.
Okay.
But you can still say things in like hushed words, so that way you can silently transmit the message, roughly speaking.
Okay. Never mind then. I was under the impression that it kind of was like a message thing where
In a sense, yeah, but they function as a sending spell, so you still have to verbally say the words.
all right, so that's not going to work for her. I'm going to ask her, do you know what happened to the rest of these kids to have them in this state?
She looks over at the 13 children, and she begins to pantomime. You're gonna have to play charades with her on this one. She begins to pantomime the cause for the children. She her hand creates what looks to be like a very like large halo over her head, and and then she like takes the halo and then puts it on one of the kids, like this halo on one of the kids, and then she claps her hands and then spreads it out, and then she does spirit fingers, that kind of, and then she like motions them around, like she's like she's doing like a sort of like hula motion with her hands, and then and then she puts her hands together, and then and she puts her head on her hands like a pillow, and then when and then she puts her hands over her eyes and spreads out her fingers, and then she just motions to all of them.
Okay. Can I make an Arcana check with all the information I have now to see if I can't recognize any sort of effects on this?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Fuck off. God.
Dang.
8. That is the
Well,
lowest possible thing I can get without a nat 1.
without a nat one, yeah. Based on what you were able to interpret from that fascinating game of charades, you understand that they are under some sort of enchantment. At the very least, that this is some sort of enchantment, but you don't understand the logic behind it.
Awesome. First things first. This card is dangerous for everyone here. We need to get rid of it.
All right, let's get on that then.
Okay, how do you guys want to do that?
Is there a way for us to surreptitiously dismantle this thing?
I could give you the fun answer, and I can give you the real answer. Which one do you prefer?
We could burn
I mean,
it.
this is D&D. We should always go for fun, I think.
You have a land shark.
That's fair.
Ooh, let's go. Let's
I'm
go.
like, I don't know how else
Let's
to
go,
sugarcoat it.
Gobbit. Let's go.
like
Let's go, Gobbit. Let's go.
Let's go.
I couldn't
Let's
sugarcoat
go,
it if I
Bobby.
wanted to.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, kid. But yeah, so you have a land shark. The question is, how well can you command your land shark?
Whisper, this is your job.
Yeah, okay. So, I forgot where it's at.
Is it in extras?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for the spell that gives me like advantage on like rolls and checks. So I'm trying to look for that one. I keep on forgetting which one it is.
Dominate Beast?
Can you cast Dominate Beast?
I have
Yeah,
the
it's 4th
spell.
level.
I have the spell and the slot, so
Maybe we should put some thought into this after all. I thought this was a spur of the moment sort of thing.
I'm trying to find like. I want to make sure that
You
I
thought
succeed.
wrong.
So
Listen, it wouldn't surprise me if it was or wasn't. Like I convinced.
oh, but the
Visper
thing
to
is,
do
Ben
a-
Luck. That's the spell I was looking for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like listen, I convinced Visper to hug a fireball. All right, like I can do it. Like she can do whatever she wants at that point. I still think that's my favorite way to do fireball. Like I'm going down. You're going down with me. I cast kamikaze.
All right, so I would like to use Ben Luck and Dominant
Oh.
Beast.
Remember, Ben Luck, you don't have to do it until you know
Until
you
after
know
you
you need it
roll.
or not.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I keep on forgetting that. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
God damn, she does have Dominate Beast. This is a terrifying circumstance. Alright,
That
well,
is, that's good.
that is a weird circumstance that I didn't think I'd find myself in.
I saw the spell when
I
I
was-
was
yeah.
leveling up, and I said I should use it.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I remember you taking that. I was like, why would you take that? That's such a weird thing. We don't really encounter many beasts.
Suddenly.
Yeah.
Now I wanna read over the spell real fast before I make you burn a spell slot, because this is so like dominate creature, like dominate like the dominate spells are very particular with what the spell is, like what the target is, right? So I have to be very careful because that this could be a wasted spell slot. I don't want her to waste a spell slot if she doesn't have to.
It does say beast.
Yeah, it does specifically say beast. So, but I love the roleplay of this so much, I'm going to supersede this spell. So, the thing is that land sharks bullets are actually considered monstrosities. in terms of
Gotcha.
monster categorization. So normally the spell would not work, but this is a domesticated bullet. So I mean, in the same vein that like a griffin is a monstrosity, so is a bullet. But even then, but everybody would still call a griffin a beast of some kind. So in this instance, I'm going to kind of skirt around for the sake of fun. You can cast Dominate Beast on Bobbit.
Let's go, Bobbit. Do your thing.
But
My precious little
if you
mantra.
are going to cast that spell,
Mm-hmm.
you have to roll a d20 on a 1 through 12. You can go into a Wild Magic Surge.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's that high
12.
now, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Well,
Well,
Got
her
an 18.
streak continues.
Oh,
Jesus.
she's gonna get to 20.
This is an
Holy
inevitability,
shit.
all right? This is the highest she's ever gotten. This is an inevitability now. Like she's past the 50-50 threshold. All right, so yeah, what is the I believe this is a wisdom saving throw?
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, and your DC is
How would I find that again?
it
Sorry.
should say spell save DC on it.
Right at the top of your spells tab. Like when you go to action, spells, inventory, features and traits, extras, and all the other things, right underneath that it has +3 modifier, +6 spell attack, and then your save DC.
Oh, it's 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so angry with this die because I'm rolling really well with this die, which means come Tuesday, this die is going to fuck me over. So as you as you cast the spell, you try to reach over into Bobbit's mind, and you try to form a telepathic link as your mind begins to slowly link up with Bobbit. A weird text box appears in front of you that says you do not have enough badges to attempt to establish a connection with this creature.
Oh, come on.
Gotta catch 'em all.
I have a weird question.
Yeah.
When Visper casts a spell, does that wild magic lightning bolt on my arm react in any way?
Oh, that lightning bolt's gone.
Oh, okay. Aw, I'm sad.
Bummer.
Why would you take that away from me?
I mean, it was.
I know how Lichtenberg scars work. I know, but still.
It's fey magic too. Like I don't know what to tell you. Now, as I understand how bend luck works, you can. So basically, what I'm saying is that it is not he has succeeded in repelling the spell. You can now use your bend luck in this moment.
All right. So I would like to do that.
Okay. So you're going to spend 2 sorcery points to do what exactly? I just remember the cost. I don't remember what it does beyond that.
I believe they reduced their roll by 1d4.
Okay. If that is what she is
Yeah.
doing, then that is what we shall do. Find my d4. La di da di da. How hard is it to find a pyramid in a bag of dice? Oh, found one. Oh my goodness! It was the maximum number. So here's the fun thing.
Mhm.
Bobbit doesn't have a modifier for their wisdom. I rolled flat. Because the minus... it's good and bad, because I rolled to succeed. But only just to succeed.
Oh.
With a -4, it's a fail.
Great.
So your dominate beast spell goes off, and the text box reads, and now the text box like blips out and then reanalyzes and goes, "We apologize for the delay. You have now established a mental link with Bobbit. So now you have a telepathic
Bobbit,
link
my
with your."
boy. Let's go. That's my son.
So, for a minute, you have command over your bullet.
Woo! This is
Kill
pretty
that
cool,
cart.
actually. I have total control of Bobbit.
Bobbit, commit murder.
No.
That's a blank check for me. You're gonna Bobbit, beat his ass.
True.
All right. So, what do you command Bobbit to do?
So, what am I currently looking at here?
A large cart with a large cage inside of it,
We need to go away.
and you need to make it go away.
All right.
It's a good one.
Can Bobbit crush it?
Yeah, reasonably.
Yeah, Bobbit can crush it.
It just completely
Okay, so what do you command Bobbit to do?
essentially crush the cart, make it into like tiny pieces, or the best that he can destroy it,
Cool.
and just sweep
So-
the remnants like under the rug.
The rug being the open street. Cool. So so the simple command of destroy the cart is what you're saying.
Yep.
Cool. So what Bobbit does is that Bobbit gets up, releases yet another mighty yawn, and then once it hears the command, you get a mental image of, or you get a mental voice of, okay. And then it looks, and then it turns around, looks at the cart. Everybody in this street is giving Bobbit like a 30-foot berth of space, or breath, and then they're just like, and then Bobbit crouches down, leaps up 15 feet into the air, and then drops right onto the cart, shattering the cart and the cage
Woo!
beneath it.
Let's go. That's my son. That's my boy. Woo! He did
Melly
it.
holds up a 10.
I don't have any food for Bob, but if I did, I would have gave him like a little treat. I still need a.
What do you mean
body.
you don't have food for Bobbit?
I don't think I do.
You bought food, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty
I
sure you
did?
did.
Yeah.
You bought food for your pet. Otherwise, you're gonna have to feed it one of the 14 kids.
I'd really rather we not do that.
Yeah, like it's either you, the kids, or the pedestrians. Pick one. You better have food.
I mean, the
Well, I'll give
pedestrians,
Bobbit
you
a
know,
treat
they're.
then.
Melly looks over at the dude who's knocked out in the corner.
Eh.
That could work.
That's me in the corner.
Damn.
I give Bobbit a treat as you did good, my son.
So you
Round
pull
of
up this
applause.
large slab of meat just from your bag. and you're like, "You did good, my child," and then just lob it into the air, and he just kind of looks up, waits for it to reach his mouth, and he just just cleanly bites it, and then proceeds to lay back down in the rubble.
Oh, it's mostly hidden.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most covert operatives in the world.
Clearly.
True.
Absolutely.
Da 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 da.
We're the sneakiest little sneaky pantses.
Yeah.
Yep.
No one would
totally.
ever suspect us.
I mean,
Never.
like you make so much noise. It's kind of hard to think about it. Like, there's no way these guys are the covert operatives we're looking for.
The Scooby Gang ain't got nothing on us.
God, it's so fascinating to think about. Like, how do we break in? We make the most amount of noise. What? That's not how we break into stuff. No. They'll never expect it. They'll think we're flanking them, but in actuality, this was the plan.
They'll never know.
They'll never realize this was the
never
entire
know.
force. We're going through the front door, guns blazing. God, imagine if that was the actual plan. Like, yeah, Squad A burst to the front door. Squad B burst to the front door. What? All right, so Bobbit has clearly destroyed this cart, and is now sleeping in the rubble of the cart. What else do you guys
Because
do?
he is baby.
Yeah, he's just a tired little boy.
You, you get the feeling that he's more like a teenager who's just really tired all the time.
I'm gonna find a good corner to put Serena so I can stop carrying her.
Like, yeah, this checks out. Goes to a random corner of the building.
Todd comes back.
Yeah. So you see that the crowd is sitting there going, "Oh, okay, we got to talk to the exotic animal salesman, man. We can't have land sharks in Thieves Respite anymore. Like, this is inherently
What are
a
y'all-
problem."
What are y'all talking about? Better not be talking about Bobbit.
Your minute is up. He's back to sleep. All right, so yeah, you put her down in some corner of the building.
Yep.
Somewhere, preferably away from the children.
Yep.
All right. So then, what about the rest of you?
I'll help with Serena.
Evidence has been destroyed.
So, why did we destroy the cart, by the way?
Oh yeah, Melania's the only one who's in the
Right.
dark on this.
Yeah. So, well, as we were heading back, we came into some cultists who have already figured out that we've had some interference, and they were looking for a cart. They were looking for the missing cart. So we need to get rid of that so that they don't, come and kill us.
I got you.
I think this is why Khasaar drank, because this
Avoiding
plan is
avoiding
horrible.
conflict is better than. You're right. Yeah.
We really should have waited and just followed him out to the desert, took care of it then.
Khasaar's bottle is
Uh,
half empty.
That would have. Then what would we do with these comatose kids?
We would still have a cart
The
and a
desert.
thing to drive it.
A shark.
Yeah, yes, a shark too. I don't know. It's just it's too late now.
We gotta get them back to Blazvatan, probably.
or wherever they're from. They might be tribe kids too.
Yeah.
Melly wouldn't know that. Uh, no, she would.
No,
I
she
think.
would. She
Yeah.
has enough base knowledge to figure out, like, yeah, there are desert tribes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we don't even know where these kids are from, so that's not good. They're more than likely from tribes. It'd be risky to steal them from a town.
They stole this girl from the police station.
As you gesture to the girl, she's eating a loaf of bread.
When the hell did that happen?
A
Quite
couple
some
months
time back.
ago? Yeah.
Oh,
It was a few months ago for sure.
About a year
Oh.
ago, you know.
Well, I guess we're babysitters now. Until
For the time being.
Yeah, great.
There are worse things we could be doing with our time.
I mean, hey,
Basically, what we've been doing the entire time. We just keep going from babysitting one crazy thing to the next.
If Visper understood the
Visper.
conversation, she would be offended.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but
Anyway, I mean, sorry, we got your cargo.
Please don't refer to the creepy children as cargo.
This is what you asked us for. Let's go home.
We has
Right. Stop whatever the cult is doing here. We've stopped them.
Well,
If we can get them
we
out.
put a temporary band-aid on the problem.
Oh. Anything we do without getting rid of the cult in general is a temporary band-aid.
That's also true.
Khasaar takes a swig from the bottle that is half empty.
I'm gonna make you fight me for one more turn, buddy. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I'm like, interesting. Intrusive thoughts notwithstanding. He places the bottle on the table, and then he goes, "Fine. Khasaar will send you back home. What do you wish to do with the children?"
Bring them with us. Get them out of here.
That's a lot. That's a tall order for Khasaar, I think. Is 14 children on top of us.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The amount of people is not the problem. It's the distance traveled that is the problem.
How far
Lumi's
is
gotta go.
Blasvatan right now?
If I were to calculate it in the amount of days it takes to travel by Sunstrider, about a week out.
Oof. By Sunstrider?
Even
How
by
did you get here?
the same way I brought you,
Except it was one person, and
and I already have a portal keyed to this location. Yes.
can we not use that, or is that like one way?
No, we can certainly create the portal again. It's just I have to take some time.
Are you okay?
I am, as Edna puts it, shit-faced.
Let's see.
Let's.
Yeah,
You
Lumi
deserve
has
a
to go,
tip
by the
for
way.
all this, right? Like I'm gonna give Khasaar 100 gold of this.
Oh, Khasaar thanks you for shinies.
Yeah, I hope this can help smooth over these past few days. Make it a little more worth it.
Yes, Khasaar will think kindly on shinies. Yes.
You should take like a week-long break after this.
Khasaar would like this very much. Khasaar is now tired. He might like to take a snap.
Poor dude.
I don't think we're going anywhere for a little bit.
Probably not.
Edna looks over. Is he shit-faced now?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he's passing out.
You see his like his like reptilian eyes are kind of like he like blinks one eye at a time,
See you, Lumi.
and then he kind of like just like begins to like fade in and out before he like leans over and then goes, he's out of it. All right, well,
You have portal magic?
well, not like him, but I have a scroll.
Ah.
All right, well, if you guys are gonna get home, let's get you home.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna be okay?
Oh, trust me, he'll wake up with a hangover, but he'll be fine.
Okay.
And then you see Khasaar's tail slowly creep up to where Violet left the satchel of coins, and it just begins to squeeze on it. like a snake coiling around.
Like a stress ball.
like a snake coiling around a prey. Just.
Yeah, I left him a relatively large tip for this, I hope.
Khasaar like shiny.
And we're not about to leave the Sorcerer's Arena here, are we?
No.
Fuck.
All
Thought about
right.
her.
And then Melly goes upstairs to go grab the sword and just mentally preparing herself. It's wrapped around with a cloak. She's resisted it so far. She does not know because how bad it gets.
As you reach for the sword, go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Yep.
I need this to fail so badly.
You have
That's your fucking wish.
you have a high wisdom, right?
It's a +1.
What?
I love that you
I
guys
rolled
just,
a 3.
I love that you guys just keep letting her grab the sword.
I mean, she's saying that she's grabbing it before any of us can really react,
You
which is
guys-
totally fine.
This is totally fine. It's just so funny. Like you guys keep.
You know
letting her
what?
grab
I am going to use an inspiration because I can't do this again. Okay.
Roll.
Round 2. Fuck you. That's a 20.
The complete other
Let's
end
go.
of the spectrum. That's so funny. That you hear the sword echo once again. Return me to my avatar. Thus
Shut the fuck up. just grabs it, puts it on back. All of you will just hear the shut the fuck up.
Yeah, all of you just hear Melody. Shut the fuck up. Oh, okay, jeez.
Rude. Okay.
I would like to intimidate the sword.
Roll an intimidation.
Oh wait, that's insight. Whoops. Hold on. That was wrong.
Imagine if your intimidation is also a +4.
It's a +3.
No, roll it.
It's a 7.
So you just say "shut the fuck up" aggressively.
Yeah, just annoyed more than anything.
You, the sword does quiet, but you feel an intense seething hatred for you. What happened? Why is it going away? La-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. My internet is just so dumb. La da da dee da, la da 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 dee da, la da dee da 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 da. My internet is so dumb. It has to disconnect, so now. Why did it choose to disconnect while I'm in the middle of a song? Oh, this is obnoxious. I guess I'll stop the stream.